Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mindset Monday, episode number 15. I'm RodrickWaddle. And this week, we're going to discuss something that you're probably going to hear a lot of people talking about, especially this time of year. But I really wanted to bring it to Mindset Monday and really build a case and really give you my point of view of why I believe this thing is so important for you to have. And this thing that I believe is so important for you to have is vision. Now, vision is the act or the power of anticipating that which will or may come to be. It's a vivid imaginative conception or anticipation. A vivid or imaginative conception or anticipation. It means to envision or picture mentally. To envision or picture mentally. So it's not just talking about what it is that you see physically before you. It's to envision or picture something mentally. Now, I believe that you can't go, you can't become, or you can't produce what you cannot see. You got to be able to see it first, even if you don't see it manifesting physically before you right now. It starts here. You have to be able to see it. I heard a very wealthy man. He said, "You don't get what you want, you get what you picture." You don't now consider that. You don't get what you want, you get what you picture. Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, he said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Now that word conceive, it has to do with imagine. It has to do with forming an idea or imagining something, seeing something, that meant seeing something before you actually see something, if you get my drift. In Joshua chapter 6, verse 1, this is what it says. It says, "Now the gates of Jericho were securely barred because of the Israelites." All right. No one went out and no one came in. So this was a city that was secure. That's what you could see with your physical eyes. But then God came and he said, verse 2, "The Lord said to Joshua, 'See, I've delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and its fighting men.'" So what he could see was a barred city. But God told Joshua, "I need you to see something else. I need you to see yourself victorious over the city. See, I've given you Jericho into your hands along with its king and his fighting men. So I've given you victorious. I've given you victory over it, excuse me. But I need you to see it before you can actually see it." See, and then it wasn't until after God told him to see and get the vision that God gave instruction. In verse 3, that's when God started saying, "Okay, this is what you do. March around the city 7 times and do this and do that," right? So it wasn't until he said get a vision. So if you get a vision first, then you'll get instructions. A lot of times we do it backwards. We want to get the instructions. What do I do before we get the vision? No, you got to get the vision first, and then you get instructions. This vision thing is so strong. I mean, Proverbs 29:18. In the King James Version, it says, "Where there's no vision, that people perish." Where there's no vision, people perish. So this word perish, in the NIV, it translates to where there's no vision, people cast off restraint. And what that means is people start to neglect. You don't have a vision, you start to get neglectful. You start to lack discipline and self-control with what you need to be doing now, and it takes away from your future. So vision is so important, y'all. I want to build a case for this. Where there's no vision, people perish. People lack discipline and self-control in the now. So it's so important for you to have a vision for your life. In Genesis, God take it a step further. In Genesis chapter 13, starting at verse 14, he told Abraham, he said, "Look around from where you are, to the north, the south, the east, and the west. Okay, all the land that you see, I'll give to you and your offspring forever. I'll make your offspring like the dust of the earth, so that if anyone can count the dust, then your offspring will be counted." And then he said, not only for him to see that, now look everywhere. I want you to see this. I want you to picture this, right? Then he said, "Go walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I'm going to give it to you." So he took it a step further. He didn't say, "Okay, just have a vision." He said, don't just see it, but go walk through it. Go get a feel for it. Go experience it for yourself. Listen, so don't just sit around with a vision. Go start to look at the homes. Y'all go start looking at the car. Go start looking at and really getting a feel for it. Go hang out with some married couples, get a feel for it. You know what I'm saying? Go start to experience it. Don't just see it. God also said in Joshua chapter 1, verse 3, he said, "I'll give you every place where you set your foot as I promised Moses." That means you got to go there physically. He wants you to go there physically. Walk, put your feet on it. "I'll give you every place where the sole of your feet tread." He said, "I'll give it to you. Go there, experience it." Right now, I want to end this video with this. This is a famous scripture on vision, and that's Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 2. That's a scripture that says, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that reads it. Okay, now there's a lot of stuff in there, right? But it's first is this. First is having a vision. So number one, look, go ahead, take the time, really develop a vision. Now, the act or power of anticipating that which will or may come to be. A vivid imaginative conception or anticipation. To envision or picture mentally. Go ahead and take the time to start to do that, y'all. Create a vision for your life. Then it says write the vision. Make it clear. Make it plain upon tables that he who reads it may run with it. Now, it's not necessarily that you got to make it so clear and distinct that whoever reads it can do it. It's not necessarily that they're going to do it, that somebody else is going to do your vision, but it needs to be so clear, right, that if someone else reads it, that they could do it. So that if it's clear to them, that means it's clear to you. It needs to be that clear. All right, and let's look at this word run. In the Hebrew, it's the word roots, R-U-W-T-S. It means to run swiftly, bring or move quickly, or hurry. But it also means this. It means to drive away from, to cause to run away. So there's two things that a vision does, y'all. When you have a clear vision, it'll cause you to move swiftly toward that vision, but also it'll cause you to move away or drive away that which is not conducive to the fulfillment of that vision. Okay? So if you're wondering why you feel stuck, you know you're around the wrong people, maybe once you get your vision correctly, it'll cause you to advance, but it'll also cause you to move away from some things that are not conducive with your vision. That includes people, relationships, habits, routines, and anything that does not line up with your vision. Y'all, so take that this week, y'all. Be encouraged. Go ahead and do some homework this week, man. Write the vision. Take time to develop your vision. Write the vision. Make it plain that whoever sees it can run with it, y'all. You can find this concept. It's actually in chapter 7 of my book, The Other Side of Money, Becoming a Person God Can Trust, y'all. Next week, I'm going to go more in-depth into this. But y'all, pick up the book this week. Go to Amazon.com. Just search the title. Search my name, RodrickWaddle. Or you can just inbox me, Facebook, Instagram, to get your copy. It's $15, y'all. And y'all have a great week. Enjoy your holiday season this year with your family. Have a great week. I'll see you on Mindset Monday next week.